Hi, Ink Teacher here with a tutorial on drawing people from memory and imagination. Today I'm going to talk about shoulders, shoulder blades, and the way that arms connect to the chest barrel. So let's start out with just drawing the top front of an individual here. We have the chest barrel here. So let's go ahead and just throw a neck on here. Here's the head here. So we have this individual. Now, a lot of the times the shoulders are thought of as just being glued on to like a box shape up here, when in fact the shoulders are connected by the collarbones to the chest, and I like to think of the collarbone as the actual upper arm. You know, here's the first length of arm here across the chest. Here's the second length of arm here, and the third length of arm finally connects to the hand down here. There's a lot of freedom of movement right around here. A surprising amount of freedom of movement. In practical terms, when first working out a figure, sometimes it's helpful to do a kind of stick figure. You know, here's your, I guess you can call it the classic stick figure, and the advanced stick figure would be more along these lines, where it introduces a line here and here. But this bar here, as you work on a figure and bring it from its most general idea of where it takes place to, you know, how the form of the body is actually working, an idea of the bar across here doesn't work very well. You're going to get a lot more expression if you allow movement, you know, from here moving this out here, as it can arc around in a lot of different ways. And another nice thing to add to a figure when doing the shoulder are the shoulder blades in the back. And basically, I like to think of these as, you know, now you're looking through the figure, and you have a here are the collarbone up here. Here's the breastplate here in the front, and these shoulder blades in the back in a resting position are angled like so. So let's take a look at this figure when the figure lifts its arms up. Again, we have, here's the chest barrel, head, neck, breastplate, and so this time the collarbones are going to lift right up off. They totally leave that center bar idea behind and lift up like this. And in the back, the collarbone follows. So you can see, if you look at someone's back when they lift their arm up, you get this nice triangular concave area that spreads out when the arms lift up. That is that's the shoulder blade following the shoulders as they lift off the chest. Here are the arms lifting up here. So you can see all the freedom of movement. Here's the shoulders here, and the arms have totally lifted off the chest barrel. There's roughly, from the front you can see this arc of movement here. And from the side, let's take a look at some of the movement here. Okay, we got the head here, and here's the chest barrel here, collarbone. So let's go ahead, and here's the anchor point for the upper arm to shoulder, and that of course is an extension of the anchor point of the collarbone out to shoulder. And in the back we've got the shoulder blade back here, building the chest out a little bit. And so if we take this same figure and all of a sudden the figure is reaching forward, here's the chest barrel here, kind of eclipses the collarbone here with the shoulder blade. Here's the person reaching forward. So as you can see, this anchor point here has moved forward to here. Now the anchor point is out here. And while this is happening, just imagine you can see through to the other side. The other anchor point for the opposite shoulder can still be at rest back here. So you get all this movement of how the shoulder connects to the chest barrel. And let's just, we can look at this from a top point view too. So let's say we've got, you know, here's the chest barrel here, the head here, and so here's the breastplate here, and we got the area where here the shoulder is connected here, like yay, and we've got the shoulder blades like little wings, inward facing wings here on the back like this. Of course we're looking through the head here. Here's the arm sticking out here, and so if we here's the same figure here, top of the chest barrel, top of the head, and all of a sudden the collarbone, remember this, the breastplate here is the anchor point for the collarbone, and they're like little arms. So the collarbones move out this way. Here's the anchor point for the shoulder to arm. Person is reaching forward like this, and the breastplates come around the chest barrel like this. They totally spread out. I mean, there's all this spread here. The head's here on top, and the shoulders are totally reaching forward. So you can see from the top, you know, these shoulders have an amazing amount of movement. That pretty much finishes up my tutorial for today. I hope that gave you some useful information. You know, the best way, if you'd like to help out my efforts, best thing you could do is to put a link on your blog or email it to a friend. You know, let people know about my tutorials, let people know about my animation, and I'd greatly appreciate it. And it fuels the fire. The more that happens, the more I'll put all these tutorials up on the net and keep doing it for a long time. So I hope you enjoy drawing and have a good day.